When people say, I believe in you, I feel like I don't even believe in myself. I don't deserve success. The idea sounds wonderful, having a team with you.
Yes.
But I see myself not as capable as other leaders in bringing out the best in a team. I had those depressive episodes or anxiety episodes. How I dealt with it, right, was like I throw myself into more work, keep myself very busy, but it's not really being at ease with myself. I just thought you go in, therapy a few hours, then you come out feeling refreshed, but it wasn't. It's a self-reflection journey of who you are, what do you want to do, who do you want to be.
Hi everyone, I'm Maxine, your therapeutic coach from Flow Space, and I help women who feel stuck in their emotion, relationships, and career so they can feel confident, grounded, and be more in control of their own life. And welcome to my podcast today. And in this podcast, this is a space where I sit down with people whom I worked with before, and so they share their real journeys, their breakthrough journeys. Basically what they went through, the struggles, the hardships, the challenges, the sleepless nights, the overthinking, the self-doubt, to how they have shifted and how they outgrow it, break through, and got to where they are today. So in life, if you're going through a hard time or you just simply feel something not very right inside, you're not alone, and this might just exactly be what you need to hear right now. So today's conversation is going to be an interesting one where I personally feel a lot of women will be able to resonate with, especially if you are someone who finds it hard to let go of control, especially if you are someone who wants to do everything on your own, everything has to depend on you. And even when things are going really well, you're constantly anxious about the future. You are thinking about the worst case all the time. Basically, you just can't relax. Then this is for you. And having with me here today, I have someone who's really amazing, a young lady, but at the same time, I would say an old lady. So this lady who looks really young from the outside, and indeed, don't get me wrong, she is young, right? But when you start talking to her, you will just realize that, like there's an auntie inside, an old soul inside, I would say. So don't get me wrong when I say like old, I don't mean a bad way that she's old, but you could just feel, like this person has gone through a lot in life, and honestly, I think she has in a young age. She's the first person that I know who skipped employment like totally and jumped straight into entrepreneurship after graduating, moving from one venture to another. And so fast forward to today, she's an eyebrow artist and a business owner who went from working everything on her own to now start building her team and to have her own studio and academy. She's the director of Dear Velvet Brown Studio and Academy. Join me in welcome Suki.
Hi everyone, my name is Suki and I'm the director of Dear Velvet Brown Studio and Academy. Thank you, Maxine, for having me today.
Thank you for saying yes to this. I think it's rarely people are willing to be in front of camera and really share the struggles that they went through internally, especially, and to be open about it and to actually come out and share. So thank you for saying this, And I think just, for those who don't know you yet, right, maybe just roughly share, like, what do you do now in your business so, more people can learn about you.
Okay, so basically my main venture is being in semi-permanent makeup industry. We are working on brows, lashes, and also anything that will aesthetically enhance a person. So previously, I was working as a solo artist, drifting around small studios, small salons, and then now in 2026, we finally have our own studio and we also take the next leap forward. We are finally having our academy program, which we hope that with our skills and understanding in the business, we can nurture more young talents or ladies who find themselves stuck in some situations and they simply wanted to give themselves another chance in trying out different industries. This is a program, an academy that helps to empower them with such knowledge, such skills, and also some insights in business before really allowing them to just try out something new. So we are trying to meet more people throughout this journey.
So I can hear that you are not just providing services, but you are also in a way trying to groom women or people. I'm not sure whether how many out there, male especially, are into this, but I guess it's mainly female, right?
Yeah.
Right, to actually have their own business, to have something that they can work on themselves. That's really good. And so I hear you right that you were a solo artist before this, right? So I wonder, what was that phase like for you?
Being a solo artist, lesser responsibilities for sure. It's a stage where you are totally concentrated on your own. Like you focus entirely on your work quality, on your relationship with clients. That's how I started to build my own brand image up. It took me a couple of years to do that, to gain good traction out of it. And when clients like you, they will tend to recommend you to people. And that's how you push yourself as a brand name out there. So I kind of make sure that I have this good enough sort of a reputation and also quality of work before I really take it to the next step, which is to really coach others other than me into doing it. So that phase was a phase where I have to take up all responsibilities mainly by myself. Sometimes my partner will help me out in giving me some advices. But when it comes to really working with clients, you're doing it on your own. So it is quite a tough spot to be in, especially if I would say most people out there, they are mainly employed. So being in an employment means that you're putting yourself, let's say, in an office setting, in a corporate setting, where you will always have someone around you.
Yes.
Your manager.
You have colleagues.
Yes, exactly. your manager, your colleagues, a support system.
Yes.
Being a solo artist or being a solopreneur at then, you don't have that support system.
Everything is on your own.
Yes, you are accountable for everything.
Yep.
So it is a tough spot to be in. But it is the phase where I think I learned most before I feel like I'm ready to take on the next step. And then that's where I start to find that, shifting from this solo stage to a group stage setting where I need to start to team play takes a completely different set of skills.
And that's exactly what I am really curious about. You talk about how it's already in quite a tough spot to work on alone, being a solo artist, right? Basically you are the only one, right, working on. And so at what point in your life that you decided you want to put yourself in an even tougher spot, right? Not just working on your own, but expand the responsibilities of actually having a team, coaching people. So basically life is already tough.
Why make it tougher,
why
right?
Make it
Why make it
tougher?
tougher?
Why this decision? Basically what made you realize that you needed to grow beyond just working on your own?
I think the first signs were my stamina. It's okay, I'm not too old, I'm only 29. So the first thing that really gave me the first hint is that I will get tired more easily compared to when I'm in my early 20s. So when you're in a corporate world or something, you have a ladder for you to climb, a pyramid for you to go for. You have
there's a path.
Yeah, a path for you to go.
Path, yeah.
Yeah, so everyone is talking about this career pathway and everything. So I always reevaluate myself every couple of months or years. What is my path after this? So after I feel like I am physically growing more, more taxing to maintain the same amount of work and client in the long term. So I feel like I can never do this alone forever. You have to come to a point to understand that it is important to have a community or a support system with you all the time, no matter what job you are in or which stage you are at. Like even raising a child at home, it's very helpful if you have a family to help you. It's just something like that. So I simply feel like it's time for me to outgrow that comfort zone of doing everything myself. I can settle everything myself, to perhaps giving opportunities to others to be in this journey together, because there will be more people wanting this opportunity. So why not try to make myself the person that can give this opportunity to others? And in a way, they will be able to help me as well into growing a better person, I hope.
Right. And when that idea first came to you, right, the idea of you starting out your own studio and building a team, what actually came up to you internally?
I'm scared. I remember feeling very, very scared. Like the idea sounds wonderful, having a team with you.
Yes.
But my personal experience in team play wasn't always the best. It started maybe from my school days, where I have opportunities to be in like lots of clubs before, societies before, and I have hold like a leadership positions. But I always find myself a little bit nervous, and perhaps I see myself not as capable as other leaders in bringing out the best in a team. So I tend to rely on myself really a lot. And then that sort of reluctance to depend on them is actually not a healthy habit to have if I wanted to grow a business, and especially if I want to be in a team play setting. So I feel scared because for me now, this is a business now. It's no longer school setting where you just
it's like
graduate.
A real reality world.
It's a reality world, and you will need to bear responsibility for a lot of things. And I know that deep inside, I am very scared what if I mess this up again. So I feel like it has come to a point where instead of just blindly trying to make myself comfortable with people, why not look deeper into myself and see what might be the root causes of things? Why do I feel this way? And is there anything I can improve myself before really take on this step into like growing a team? So that's how I came to know you and understand things about subconscious and everything.
So it's interesting. I noticed that you use the word root cause.
Yeah.
So it seems to me that you recognize there's some sort of patterns in it.
Yes. It's like you feel like a lot of events in life, they keep happening and end up in a similar situation again and again.
Yes.
That made me realize that perhaps it's not the events itself, but it's how I choose, what I choose to do, which makes the event go into the same result again and again. Yeah, so I kind of feel like perhaps I should deal with myself as a person first.
So what is that repetition for you personally in this context, that you realize that it is the patterns that's relating to, to your concern of leading a team?
I would say the repetition thing. The repetition thing is when I keep on avoiding delegating tasks to others. That's the main issue, because I feel like I've been doing everything on my own so far and everything's turned out well.
All this while?
Yeah, all this while. Why should I give it to others? And I have to worry about them not achieving my sort of standards. And also in a way that I feel like every time when I'm like in a team setting, I am rather reluctant in opening up my own emotions. I just sweep everything under the rug. I just try to really focus on the task and then just being very task oriented. But if you are doing a team play, if you are doing a business, you are dealing with humans, you're dealing with people, you're not dealing with machines.
You are dealing with emotions.
Yeah, we're dealing with different people, we are navigating emotions, and it's a field mainly dominated by females. So imagine how much the emotion is going to be there. So
I know.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
it won't end up well if I keep on turning a blind eye to the emotional part of things, or I just keep on deciding to do things on my own. It's just not good.
So you notice that you have repeated patterns of, having difficulties in delegating. Do you see that only at work, or where do you see it in your day-to-day?
Relationship. Even in relationships.
Yeah.
So I think there's this tough girl culture in my family where the girls are really extremely tough in a way that we want to be capable as guys. So we want to take up all the tasks. We want to just show to people that, I can do this, we can do that. And then having such a intention drilled into you since young, you somewhat make the relationship with your partner difficult, because your partner will feel like you have very high expectations of them. That's number one. And number two, you have high expectation but you don't give them the opportunity.
It's like you expect them
to be as capable,
but at the same time you don't really let them have the chance
to try
and
to do it,
to perform at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it happens with every relationship. Like for example, the work relationship and the partner relationship is very similar. So that was my problem lah. Then it's going to jeopardize things further if I want to take things up to the next level. Imagine if you have more than 10, 20 employees and you are still like that. It's not going to be you're not a capable boss. You are just a boss that is bossing everyone around. So I didn't want it to be that. I am very sure that I didn't want it to be that. So I feel like at that point I needed some guidance, but I don't want to take medication, of course. I don't think I'm going to I need to go to psychology thingy. So I feel like I'm not at that stage yet, but I needed guidance in terms of my mindset, in terms of really aligning with who I wanted to be as a person. That was my main concern, I would say.
Right. I think you're right in the sense that a lot of people, right, they will only perhaps think of getting support when they are at a critical stage. Yeah. So a lot of people would think about seeing, psychiatrists or clinical psychologists or therapists even can be a bit sensitive and embarrassing, I guess. Like, am I having a big issue?
Am I a faulty person?
Something's wrong with me and all, right? So I'm really glad that you don't have such a mindset. Or were you having?
I used to have until I had those depressive episodes or anxiety episodes. How I dealt with it, right, was I throw myself into more work, keep myself very busy, but it's not really being at ease with myself. So yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I think you'll talk about it. I remember at the beginning of our session, you mentioned about how you used to have a lot of anxiety in you, and that cold rush, the feeling of cold rushing through your body, right? So that happens a lot. You notice that happens a lot when it comes to what?
When it comes to thinking about uncertainties, or what if conflict happens with other people. So I am very, very scared of conflict with others. That's also partially one of the reasons I handle everything myself, because sometimes when you want to team play, You might end up having some disagreement with others.
Yes.
Conflicts with others.
Disagreement, conflicts. You have to talk things through.
Yes.
It's basically involving
Others, people, another human being. Yeah, I am.
And that's making you uncomfortable.
I literally have cold rushing through my fingertips. I can feel that. It's tingly. It's just blood draining out, that kind of feeling. So it's been bugging me for some time.
And you notice that it's because that you want to try at all costs to avoid having conflict with people. And now looking back at it, right, what do you think was really driving that? What's like, beneath this response of yours? Or these patterns of yours is trying to like avoid at all costs, to avoid the potential conflict with people. What do you think is really driving that underneath?
I feel like if a conflict were to happen, I might lose that sense of control of myself, and my bottled up emotions will come out. I will want to cry. I will be weak. And then what if people find that very annoying, not helpful? So of course, it has to be related to like how I grew up, my upbringing. I would say my parents love me a lot. But they also have very high expectations of me. So having this sort of high expectations, right, you kind of don't have much space to tolerate for error.
Mistakes, error.
So especially like, let's say when you're working on a homework, error on the paper, I can correct it myself. But when let's say error with human, it requires a lot of talking back and forth, a lot of conflict resolution.
And sometimes you can't even
amend it.
Yeah.
And then what if you all this while, what if growing up, all the conflicts you had with people, they all turn out to be bad experiences for you? So it was for me like all the conflicts I had since growing up, I couldn't come to a conclusion. It all drove me to very, very upset situation. It all made me cry like crazy. I felt so helpless during all these conflicts, and then it became a pattern that I am very scared of conflict because
it's like a step A, step B, step C. So when I have a conflict with people, and then people will react to me negatively, and then I will then feeling upset, cry non-stop.
Yes.
So it's like automatic response.
Like my body is already preparing for that meltdown before it even happens.
Or before we know whether it will happen or not.
Yeah.
But your brain will just run
replay everything. Basically, I feel like it's my brain replaying that sort of
the
chemistry.
Past experience.
Yeah, the past experience, that chemistry in my head. It runs through the whole body, the adrenaline rush, the nerves. It's like, oh, you see, someone started to yell again, and then everything goes downhill after that.
Yeah.
So I'm automatically very scared of conflict. I was.
Yeah.
So it translates to work. When you're dealing with your team, there will be conflicts.
Customers.
Yes. And then what if suddenly they raise a disagreement with you? Or a concern? A question could easily send me into this spiral. A concern or a disagreement could easily send me into that spiral. Then I would feel very weak. I would feel like, oh no, am I messing this thing up? I feel worthless again.
I think it's good that you talk about this because whenever we talk about female entrepreneur, we talk about business owner, people tend to just think that, whoa, these people, they are strong. Perhaps they don't have those breakdown moments. They are not emotional. They focus on what they can do. They are disciplined about it. We watch the reels or videos about
all the successful
the
people.
CEO days. How's a CEO live his or her day?
Yes.
Waking up 5 o'clock in the morning.
How many millions they make in a year?
Yeah.
All the very gold glittery sides.
Correct. So it looks and appeals to people that you could almost be like steady, calm, grounded all the time. But in reality, like what you say, it's may not be the case. You may look strong from the outside. From inside, perhaps you are struggling. Perhaps you are also trying to avoid certain things at all costs.
Yes.
And it is really draining, I guess.
Yes, it is. It is like the public image
that you have to preserve.
You have to preserve. That's what I feel sometimes. Like I have to be seen as a competent person. So that they will feel confident in me, making my business go smooth. I don't feel like I was comfortable in allowing weakness or allowing myself to feel certain emotions of sadness, of uncertainty, all these sometimes more negative emotions. I was feeling that these emotions might make me weak, or it might even jeopardize what I do. So, but afterwards, I kind of like do speak with many people. We are all actually just human. We will all somehow been through our own episodes of events. Everyone have different sort of events in their life that they will need to sort out if they want to go further and beyond.
Yep. So you're talking about actually having a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
Right? Running through every day. So how did you deal with the emotion back then?
I shut it down. I sweep it under the rug. I think I'm the typical avoidant attachment kind of person. Like, for example, a conflict arises. I would be like, shut down my emotion. Just deal with it like a robot. It's A or B or C. Just do it, yes, no. And then I see conflict as a problem to be solved. So it strained relationships, to be honest. Because after I think my session with you, we kind of understand that feelings is a message that our subconscious is sending out to us. And then after accepting that my feelings are not something that I need to avoid, but something that is actually like a signal, ding, for me to, hey, I'm feeling this moment, you're feeling this. What is my subconscious self trying to tell me? Do I feel, let's say, do I feel scared? Do I feel offended? Do I feel challenged? Do I feel uncertain if I can do this or not? Or do I feel happy? Even happy. I couldn't even name happy back then. I think
Yes.
I think you remember, right? I couldn't even name happy. What is happy?
Yes.
So, and then after you asked me to kind of like really label them out.
Yeah, so what exactly is the emotion?
Yeah. So that practice, you kind of like, okay, Suki, label that emotion. So I kind of like name that thing. And then really just, I find myself getting more aligned with my subconscious, because every time I feel something, it's my emotion trying to tell me something. And then subconsciously, maybe I have past experience in dealing with that. So if it's a good experience or a good feeling, means I had good experience with it.
Yep.
If I have let's say a nervous feeling, means that I haven't encountered this problem.
Yes.
If I am nervous, does that mean the outcome will be bad? Not necessarily, because I haven't even dealt with it before.
So you learn to put a pause.
Yes,
there.
To put a pause, to actually just identify the message that my subconscious is trying to tell me first. Take a pause. Instead of jumping to solve that thing, you give yourself a moment of clarity.
Yes, yes.
That's very important for a lot of people, because a lot of people are doing things without aligning with their internal self. That's why they feel burnt out.
Very dreadful.
Very dreadful on going to work every day.
Yep.
So things like that, because it's not aligning with themselves. So after I find ways to align myself with these emotions, having different tasks popping up every time now is not as scary now. I can just tell myself that, oh, you're feeling this way because you haven't done it before. And if you haven't done it before, then how you want to do it? It's like reparenting myself again, I guess.
Yep. It's really about it's really about knowing that there's a space between having emotions and giving a response. So you were mentioning about how in the past, when you anticipate or when you notice that there could be conflict arising, your body will just automatically react like how it reacted in the past. So now it's like with awareness, you know that you don't have to go down that automatic path. You now know that, hey, emotion is like a, whenever we receive email or message, incoming message. So when emotion pops up, it's like, hey, you've got an email or hey, you get a
notification.
Message. Yes. Then you click into it and then you actually see it. So what is the emotion it's trying to tell me? Then from there, you have more space to actually think to yourself, to talk to yourself or reparent yourself. Like, so from now onwards, how would I prefer to react instead? So that change your automatic patterns.
Yes.
To now, you no longer run that old patterns.
Yes.
And forming a new patterns that you will just be okay.
Yes.
And then you will be gentle with yourself on how you want to flow through it. Yeah. I think it's really good. And I think this is something that I always like to share with people around me. Because talking about emotions, like 8 out of 10 people will say that emotions are bad.
Yeah.
I only want I don't want bad emotions. I don't want negative emotion. People talk about, hey, I want to be positive, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people talks about, I want to be positive, I want to feel happy, I want to feel calm all the time. It's not that, we can do that all the time. Emotions, they are neutral actually. Happy is as good as feeling angry. They are just messages to tell you about yourself. Yeah. So I'm really glad that you bring this up and to talk about this. I think a lot of people need to hear this out. Yeah. And so I wonder, right, talking about all these internal struggles and all, you notice that they are patterns and whatnot, right? At what point that you think I need to take action and I want to do something about it? When did you have that thought, like, I know I have been having all this thing and now is the time that I decided that something has to change?
When I decided that I no longer want to be a solo player in everything. So I think the catapulting myself from working solo to eventually wanting to lead a team or to lead my students and everything, right? It's forcing me to acknowledge I have such challenges. Because I decided that I want to go from this stage of me to another stage of me. So it's like you want to grow from stage 1 to stage 2. You have to grow accordingly. You have to be that person that can be in that stage. So I think that's the main reason I seek help. Because no one gives you a life playbook and telling you that, you just need to be a good leader, you just need to master leadership. Of course, there's a lot of boot camps out there.
Yes.
You go and join a lot of all these events where they will give you team building activities and all. But essentially, I want to look back into myself as an individual. If I am a good enough individual, I can work with anyone, everywhere, regardless of the situation in the future, or no matter what sort of position I want to position myself at in the future. So the change in circumstances in life, in my career decision, gave me that push. Go.
And when you think about, getting a support, right, back then, what were you looking for?
I don't know. Seriously, right?
So when you think about, I recognize that I have all these issues, issue with delegation, issue with opening up or dealing with emotions, dealing with conflict and all, right? So when you think about all those things, and then I think I like how you said that you finally acknowledge and accept that this is something that you need to work on in order to get you to where you want to be, right? So when you're thinking about getting support, right, what were you looking for?
Well, I can't say I want the emotional support something, right? I think the sort of support that I'm looking for, I think let's put it in this way lah. I want a support that can actually elevate my mindset to the next level. I think I would put it in this way lah. You go to see psychologists, they might tell you have what sort of anxiety issue, depression issue or anything. I'm not too sure. I'm not a clinical psychologist and I haven't been to one before. But I know I don't wish to see this in a clinical way. I don't think I am there to seek help to like diagnose myself with anything but to like give myself medication so that I feel better. No, I want my mindset to grow. Finding someone that can grow your mindset, I don't think is a very easy task. And then I happened to like stumble upon you and I heard about you having this hypnotherapy thing and you told me you work with the subconscious mind. So I was just thinking perhaps this might be the one. Something that I can actually work on my mindset. Because mindset is not like you go and study a few books. And okay, they teach you all the things, they give you all the theories. But if you can't open up your mind to accept the changes, you can't really change your mindset because it's so programmed into us. Like us humans growing up until our until now, we are shaped by our experiences. Our mindset is shaped by what we experienced before. I wanted to change that mindset. So I need someone to do it with me. But I wasn't sure what I was expecting. I just know that I need to kind of like make this level go up a bit. That kind of thing, that kind of feeling.
So a lot of people, right, whenever they think about reaching out for support, support like this, seeing a therapist, right, or even a coach, like I said earlier on, it can feel a bit intimidating. So how was that for you personally at that point?
I didn't expect so much homework.
Sorry?
I didn't expect so much homework to do. It's like the homework is working on myself. Okay, so it's like you expect yourself to walk into the therapy, you sign up for that one, you expect yourself to walk out feeling better.
So that was your
right?
That was the expectation earlier.
Yeah.
So you were expecting like going in to see a therapist, talk, then come out feeling happy.
Yeah.
Okay. And what it actually is.
I had to acknowledge a lot of things that I didn't see myself back then. It's like, because I feel like I've been going on a mode where I just focus on task ma. I haven't been looking at myself properly. So going through that session, going through those sessions, I'm actually looking at myself, forced to look at myself, open up myself like onions layer by layer, find the root cause, and then I have to be the one to really put it back. I have to be the one to really put the effort in and then make the changes myself. So I wasn't expecting so much of a work in this way, I would say.
Yep.
Yeah, you just thought you go in, therapy a few hours, then you come out feeling refreshed ma. But it wasn't lor. It wasn't.
Well, I think it's because of the support that I'm providing. It's not very conventional in a way that because I combine both therapy and coaching, right? So both the concept works differently. So the part where you talk about you need to look into yourself to really deal with your past. So that part of like, healing, self-healing, right? That comes from the therapy bits of it. And the part where you have to put in hard work.
Yes.
To, do your homework per se, right? To face it, to do it, to actually execute whatever action plan that we discuss. That's the coaching part of it that move things forward. Yeah. So, yeah, you're right. The journey is all yours. The hard work is all yours. the learning is all yours. That will continue be with you down the road. And I'm just there to support
really,
you.
coach. Really, you mentioned about this coaching. I almost forgot. It's like when we feel stuck, right? I think the most helpful thing I had throughout this journey is to have someone to actually point out things in a different direction. It's like all this while, our head goes into that one single direction only. So I was like, just doing same things again and again. That's the pattern.
Repeats the patterns.
Yeah. Someone suddenly step in and tell you, you can actually have a different result simply by changing your direction a little bit. I think that's where the coaching part comes in. And I kept on applying this until now. Wherever I come into like a slightly more challenging situation, I will kind of like just stop and reevaluate things. The sound, like, it's like I'm just starting to trying to like coach myself. Like just like how you try to coach me whenever I stumble into a problem now. What if we don't do it like how we usually do? It's not necessarily it has to be done this way. It could be done in another way. A different possibility simply just opens up. Yeah. So I think in this very challenging age, I would say, we are very much needed to be very adaptable. So being adaptable, being mentally resilient, mentally strong doesn't mean that, I can handle everything. But more like, I know that I am flexible enough to perhaps see there's another way of doing things despite the changes around us. And navigating a business, I think this is one of the most important things because the market changes every day. The market really changes every day. I can't predict what's going to happen next month, next week, tomorrow. And then despite all the challenges that suddenly comes to me, I'm starting to feel more like what you told me during our session. It's like, I have all the resources I need to actually push things through.
Yep.
So that was the coaching part where I feel like, I didn't expect it to be so helpful.
Right. I think you mentioned a good word, being flexible, flexibility. Indeed, it's very, very much needed in, such a fast changing world. And the interesting part is, nowadays you will notice that people keep talking about being agile and being flexible. And you will notice that they are trying to be agile and flexible from the outside. In terms of their behavior, in terms of their decision. But what they didn't notice is, to be flexible from the outside, you will need to update your program inside. Correct. So if you don't update your programs, internal programs, your mind programs or whatsoever inside, right, your output is just going to be the same and the patterns will just keep running. Just keep repeating itself. So a lot of people don't realize that to be flexible from the outside, you have to be flexible first from the inside.
Yes.
And really creating that shift from within.
Yes.
Yeah, you just got me thinking about, a lot of people don't notice that.
I think it's like when things happen, right? I think like there's a lot of people who have this like victim mindset. Why things happens to me. And if you are always thinking from this perspective that you are a person who is always being affected by all the other events out there, then you can never gain control of your life or yourself, simply in yourself. But if you believe that everything, how you interact with the world is actually how you choose to react with the world, the outcome is very different. So I think changing this belief to looking at yourself on how you navigate the world is better than always just not changing yourself internally, but just change the method you do type
Correct.
Do method A, do method B, do method C, but inside you are still thinking the same thing. Then it will push you through the same result again.
And talking about changing of belief, how does that work? I mean, like, a lot of people, when they talk about, changing the mindset, changing that belief, right? A lot of people would think that perhaps it's about reading more positive quotes, self-brainwash, that kind of things, right? So how was that experience for you in this journey? Talking about changing a belief.
Changing the belief.
Yeah. Or maybe you could share, what you thought changing a belief like before this and what it actually is.
Last time I used to think that changing a belief, I would say last time I don't believe in belief.
Tell me more about that.
I feel like all this while, right, I've been just doing things. But I don't necessarily believe in myself that I can do such things. Not that I don't trust myself. It's like, I know that, let's say for example, Chinese school kids, we all do a lot of exercises. I just know that if I do the same thing again and again and again and again, I'll eventually get the result I want.
So you never really think about, so there's a belief system.
No.
There's such thing. You're just focusing on
my
doing it.
Okay. I'm a very practical person, I would say. I was a very such practical person. I just think of it this way lah. Like, as long as I keep doing things right, I will get the right results that I want.
And you didn't notice that this is a belief?
No. I simply didn't know what is a belief is a belief.
Okay.
Then when you started to tell me that everyone is each of their beliefs, how we act is our beliefs. So then only I started to realize that our belief shapes how we view the world. It's literally how we are going to interact with the world afterwards. So after this, I start to really question myself a little bit lah. It's like, what sort of things you believe that you are capable to achieve? If let's say people, or when others always say, I believe in you, but because I don't have this belief system in myself, I simply feel like you're just trying to make me happy. It's that kind of situation. But now I started to feel like when people really say that I believe in you, they see the potential in you. And then if you really have this belief, knowing that you can actually just live up to that step by step, you will suddenly be very clear. Like your mind suddenly just becomes so clear. No more self-doubting. It's just like, I can be this person as long as I want myself to be this person. And then suddenly, eventually, whatever you do, right, just suddenly goes along with the belief. Yeah. So last time I was like, just do without a fixed goal or a fixed things that I want. I just keep going on doing it. Because why? If it pays the bill, it has guided me this far. But suddenly, I feel like if I want to, let's say for example, I want to grow my business already, I need to give my team the vision. If I don't even believe that I can do that, no one can. They will be so lost too. I will be lost as well. So do I believe in myself that I can do it? I started to really just ask myself this one. Then after that, you really just realize that everything, as long as you will yourself to put inside your head, your actions follow through. So I think that's what the belief helped me in a lot of ways.
Do you have times where you notice that you have a certain limiting belief and you find that you can't talk through it yourself?
A lot.
A lot, right?
A lot last time.
Yeah. So I think something that you mentioned is from not knowing that, human beings, we operate based on basically our belief, right? We have values and belief system and all this thing. We learn about that. And to now, you will always be more self-aware. Like whenever, say, if someone tells you that, Suki, you can do it, you'll be aware of like, how am I feeling about the statement? Do I really believe in myself? So you started that to be more aware of your own belief, right?
Mm.
And I'm sure when we talk about belief, right, there are empowering belief, belief that help us, like what you have just mentioned, right? And also there are belief that's like limiting us. It's more simply belief that's no longer serving us, right? So when it comes to like belief that's no longer serving us, and looking back at the journey, right, how did you overcome those limiting belief? Or what you find helpful in removing those limiting beliefs?
The limiting beliefs, right? I would say it's like a signal that always comes out during some very important pivotal points in my life.
Automatically,
it's like automatically alarm system. There is a potential upcoming event that will challenge your comfort zone. You are very comfortable now. You have proven yourself to be able to do things until now. And then this limiting belief just stops you there because it doesn't know what's beyond.
like what?
For example, like I used to believe that I don't deserve success. That's why when people say, I believe in you, I feel like I don't even believe in myself. I don't deserve success. Like I don't deserve to celebrate my success. I don't deserve to tell people that I have did this. In fact, whatever I did, I feel like I should keep quiet. Because people might have did it way before me, or people would have like achieved even much more complicated tasks, and then here I am just celebrating my very first milestone. Sometimes I feel like I don't have the right to celebrate that. I don't have the right to deserve good things that has happened to me, even though people say congratulations to you. So this is like a limiting belief for me that limits me to always do things that I feel it's in my comfort zone. Okay, let's put it in the form of a car. Like, if you always believe that, you can only drive, let's say, a Proton, because you know Proton is like a very reliable local produced car, things like that, right? And then suddenly you feel like, but Toyota is more reliable, BM is even better. You will suddenly have this limiting belief to shut you down that, no lah, you drive Proton better lah. Later you cannot handle Toyota, you cannot handle BM. So in a way, it's like this. It's like you cannot handle what's going to come after you afterwards. You cannot pay the bills. You cannot afford the maintenance. Maybe you can't even drive such a big car because you can't even park properly. So
you will have all sorts of
thoughts to stop you, to justify that, yes, you can stay small because that's how it was safe until then.
Yes.
But then really identifying this as a limiting belief, as a limiting factor to you, you just stand aside and see, I am thinking this. I am thinking that I don't deserve to drive a bigger car. It's because I haven't had experience with a bigger car, right? What if I choose to upgrade this time that I feel like it's time to upgrade for myself, for my family, and then I am still able to handle whatever complications that comes afterwards. No matter what happens, I think I can still handle it. So I think this is really growing beyond that instant limiting belief, that instant limiter that I put to myself. So that was a very complicated topic that we worked on last time. And we have to really find out so many underlying limiting beliefs. I don't know how many we labeled out. And then just erasing them one by one. From thinking, I don't deserve this, to thinking, I can have this, and I will have the means to work on with whatever that comes afterward.
What surprised you the most in this process of removing your limiting belief?
What surprised me the most?
In the process of removing limiting belief,
that I have to find the root cause of what actually caused that to happen. And finding the root cause is slightly tricky. Slightly tricky.
Tricky?
In a way that I have to think back to a lot of things happened way before I turned 7.
Yep.
Yeah, and then sometimes you know how we grow up. subconsciously just put that setting in your head already. You don't even know it.
You're not aware.
I wasn't aware. I
Yep.
wasn't aware.
Yep.
So when you slowly come to a realization that, wow, this thing was in my head for so long.
Yep.
And then it has been limiting me for so long.
Without you realizing.
Without me realizing it. So let's say now I'm 29. What if I don't even realize it for the next 20 years?
It's just gonna repeat.
It's just gonna be
Yeah.
there until I grow old and
Yeah.
die, and I still haven't done anything I feel like I really want to do for myself. Because whenever it comes to that point, I will like, no lah, let's be safe. No lah, let's be safe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So, yeah lor, it's really very surprising that I have to think back.
To discover the root cause
Yeah.
that you don't even remember anymore, right?
Like I was 5. How do I know?
So most people probably don't know how the process like. Like, you know, you talk about how going back and to really look for the root cause per se.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a lot of people will have questions like, oh, you know, does it mean that you have to dig out your past? Is it going to be like, you know, emotionally overwhelming? I don't know. So how was it for you? The process of, you know, looking to the past and finding the root cause and stuff. How was it for you?
I think when it comes to like the term hypnotherapy, when people talk about hypnosis and therapy, it sounds like two very scary things together, right?
Yeah.
So like hypnosis, are you going to be like, you know, be put with
like
this
in
pendant,
a movie,
like in a movie, and then you've seen in so many psychological crime series, like they are going to put some weird ideas in your head. No, it wasn't any of that. So the whole session was, of course, emotional, but it gets better and better. I would say it's emotional because I am allowing the event to open up together with the bottled emotions back then. And then the one thing I was quite happy with is that I can now decide what message I want to put in my head. It's not like you are putting it in my head. It's like you give me the space and the comfort to really allow myself to reprogram myself the way I wanted it to be. Let's say I wanted to be this sort of person. What would I tell myself? It's not like just on the surface tell myself, it's like, oh, you know what, you can do it. No, it doesn't work that way lah, huh? It's really like going deep inside, reprogramming yourself. You can do it because it's a thing you haven't done before. You don't know the final outcome. You think you can do it simply because you are confident that you can handle whatever challenges that comes after this. It's that sort of programming. It's that sort of actual programming instead of just suddenly give you a positive quote from Pinterest or from Google. No, it doesn't work that way lah. So it was more comfortable than I thought. At first a lot of tissues but then afterwards better already lah.
Yeah, it gets better over session.
Yeah.
I think it was only for the first 2 sessions that you were really having a lot of emotion, as in like to let them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why a lot of tissues, right? But over time, then you will realize that you'll only get better and better at it, more and more at ease at it. And I think for some of the session, you almost, I don't know, get ready to sleep.
I was in a trance. I just like, it was so comfortable. I'm like, oh, this thing, okay, I'm gonna settle this. And then I was like, oh, gone.
Yeah, because a lot of people do have concern. They have concern like, you know, what are you gonna do to me? Does it mean that when I'm in the hypnosis state, I couldn't have control over myself, you know, that sort of things. And I always tell people that I wish, you know, I could just inject whatever instruction and they will do it. If I could do that, I would just go to the bank and I don't have to work at all.
Yeah. You could charge millions for that.
You know? Yeah, but like you say, it's not that mystical.
No, it's
right?
not.
It's really not. And it's really just about getting yourself into a very relaxed state. And so that we can really look for things in your past to put it up onto the surface to learn from it. Yeah. And also maybe you can share, I just also really want to know, like, along this journey, right, what do you find the most helpful?
Most helpful.
Yeah, what do you find, things that really help you in this journey, in making change?
I think changing my belief from I have to be that perfect daughter, or I have to be that perfect person who knows A to Z to anything, to I can allow myself some time to process things and then eventually just know that I will have the means to deal with it anyways. The shift from this one to that one, I think that's the most important thing because it gives me a lot more flexibility.
How does that translate into your day-to-day
In
in terms of emotions and thoughts?
terms of emotions and thoughts. For example, you're running late this morning. Last time, I would be so cranky if I am late. I like everything to be on time. I cannot tolerate any tardiness. Seriously, I can't. At least on my own part lah. The other parties never mind. Like for my own self, I cannot be late. If I feel delayed because of myself or others, I will have this unregulated anger out of nowhere because I feel like I am not living up to a good expectation of myself. But now let's say, for example, I'm running slightly late. I can now step back and just tell myself that you are going to be there anyways. You are not doing it on purpose. And things will eventually just happen step by step. Do you really need to react to this? Do you really need to unleash all your bad emotions to others because of this? And does it even help the situation? Can you turn back time? No. So re-coaching myself in terms of things like this gave me more, I wouldn't say control, but being more at ease with myself, no matter where I am, no matter the situation I find myself in. So you are just like, it has happened already, ma. Things like that. So you become a little bit more like a well-controlled kind of thing.
So you have been like that for many, many years, and now that you finally are able to just be okay and at ease with things, right?
Yes.
Have you ever thought like how long would it take for such a change to happen?
It took us a month plus.
Yeah.
I was surprised with the speed because I didn't know how long it would take. I just know that it would be a process where I need to consciously make the changes. I just didn't thought that it would be like 1 month plus. Then I can see the changes already.
Then it becomes natural.
Yeah, it becomes natural because every time now I feel like my mind, before I react to something, it will pause and then I will choose how to react.
So it becomes new automatic.
Yes, you have like a new programming in you. So this new programming, sounds scary, right? No, it's not really like reprogramming your head lah. But this new way of approaching things, gives you more time and space to process information around you.
Yes.
Without feeling overwhelmed. Being an adult, young adult, growing into more complicated responsibilities and roles, you will eventually face more and more complicated tasks, especially if you want to juggle between family, your own, and business. So sometimes when everything comes at you together, you will want to hold yourself together, but you are just ignoring some problems that your body is trying to tell you, your mind, your subconscious self is trying to tell you. So sometimes if you know how to give yourself a little bit of a pause to process things, suddenly a lot of problems are not there, simply not there. They are simply not a problem anymore because you know how to pause before you react, before it erupts into another problem.
And you know that you have all the resources you need to overcome whatever that comes.
Yes, that's what I've been chanting to myself every day.
talking about Suki having this new practice that she shared with me, that you would actually do a little chanting, is it? On your
I have a singing bowl in my office. And every day before I start working, I will chant some things to myself, really just to let myself know that every day I will have all the resources I need to deal with all sorts of things that comes after. And everyone that comes or that turns out in my life or comes through the office, the door of my office, is here to give me a good time or a good lesson or a good event. They are here to bring me something that I can eventually learn from it. So you will then start to anticipate seeing others because all of them brings you some form of gift in life.
Instead of avoiding it.
Yeah, instead of conflict. They didn't ring the doorbell to scold you. They ring the doorbell because they're here to see you, and then they're here to give you some form of knowledge or events or gifts.
Right. I guess it's really quite a journey that you have been through. Though together we worked for quite a short while, but there were a lot that we have unpacked and worked on. And so for you personally, Suki, like, if you relook back at, how you were before and how you have shifted and to now who you have become, right? How would you, just describe this whole journey? How would you wrap up this journey?
Very fast.
Okay.
But direct to the point. And it's a self-reflection journey. It's a self-reflection journey of who you are, what do you want to do, who do you want to be. It's all in yourself. It's all within yourself. And then you are just a coach to guide me through the potential outcome that I haven't even considered it to be possible. So self-reflection, yes.
Good. And that can continue down the road.
Yeah, I'm thinking of because a lot of people sometimes is like think of therapy. It's like, oh, I finished the therapy already, then how? I don't have my support system already.
Yep.
But one thing I like about it is that I'm taking back the thinking mechanism.
Yep.
That you have, coach me instead of just giving me a solution every time I tell you a problem.
Yep.
You are teaching me how to think, how to work on myself in the long term. Yep. So that's one thing that I'm very, very grateful for.
Good. Right, thank you. And I think coming to the last question, for people who might be going through something similar like you, right? What would you want to tell them?
Get help.
Get help.
Don't do everything by yourself only. There's a lot of things and a lot of resources and a lot of people around you who are more than ready to help you. Then it's good to have a support system.
Yep.
You're not alone.
Yeah.
Get help.
It just made me recall. Made me recall one of the things that we worked with before. One of the things that we worked on before was about you having difficulty in seeking help.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm really happy just you here sharing with people that get help.
Yes.
And it is okay.
Yeah. It is okay to get help. It's not shameful. It's not a sign of weakness. It's knowing when you can have an additional help from someone who has gone through it with better precision, better experience to guide you through. Saves you a lot of trouble.
Good. Right. Thank you. And I think for today's, thank you so much for sharing, Suki.
Thank you, Maxine.
I think, there's really so much in your journey that I think a lot of people will be able to relate to, right? And I think it's also a great reminder. When we talk about success and when we talk about growth, a lot of people will just tend to look at the things that, we're able to build or achieve from the outside. But it's really, growth is really coming from the within, that we need to look inwards and really, really, like you say, put in the hard work and do the inner work.
Yes.
to really creating that change from within, from our unconscious mind.
Align our beliefs with
our
ourselves. Seriously.
Yes, I think it's a great reminder for everyone in this busy world to look inside instead of
outside. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. Right, so we are coming to the end basically today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope something from this conversation stay with you. And if you like content like this, you want to hear more story like this, just like and share and subscribe, this channel here. Life is a learning process. Go with the flow and just grow through it. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Maxine, your therapeutic coach from Floor Space. I'll see you again next time.